Archangel Michael says, "Have you been feeling drained lately for no reason? Did your relationship suddenly fall apart without explanation? Have your finances been blocked, your prayers delayed, your peace stolen? Listen to me. That was not life being hard. That was not just coincidence. Someone targeted you, spiritually. And yes, they used black magic. I'm not speaking this lightly. I've seen the rituals. I've seen the candles, the whispering, the names spoken into mirrors and tied with string. And one of those names was yours. But hear me now. Heaven is not standing back anymore. I, Archangel Michael, have been dispatched by divine command. My sword is not sheathed. My wings are not still. I am circling your house tonight, because what was done in darkness is being dragged into the light. This is your moment of divine reversal. The spells, the curses, the spiritual blocks, they're about to snap. But you need to listen. You need to wake up. You need to open your spirit before it's too late. I will expose who did this. I will reveal how it's been affecting your dreams, your body, your relationships, and I will give you the spiritual tools to shut it down permanently. But don't scroll past this. This is not entertainment. This is rescue. Heaven is stepping in. Right now. Type 777 if you're ready for divine justice to begin. Archangel Michael says, they didn't throw fists. They didn't scream in your face. They didn't attack with a knife or a gun. No, they did worse. They smiled at you. They pretended to bless you. And then they whispered your name into darkness. You've been living inside a war that you didn't start. But I came to tell you, you will finish it. For months, maybe even years, you've felt something. A strange weight in the room. A heaviness in your chest when you lie in bed. Confusion that clouds your mind when you try to pray. Money that seems to vanish. Opportunities that get delayed. Loved ones turning cold all at once. This isn't bad luck. It's not just life. It's not aging. It's not anxiety. It's spiritual sabotage. You've been marked by someone close to you. And I saw it. They used black magic. A candle was lit with jealousy. Your photo was placed on a table not in love, but with poison in the soul. A whisper was spoken over your name, not to bless, but to bind. They were told you were too favored, too radiant, too anointed. So they decided to interfere with what heaven had written about you. They couldn't touch your spirit, so they attacked your atmosphere. They couldn't steal your soul, so they tried to choke your joy. They prayed, but not to the God you know. They summoned, but not angels. They tapped into a force that pretends to give, only to take everything. And you felt it. The pain with no cause, the delay with no explanation. The people who once loved you, now distant. The rejection that came out of nowhere. You weren't crazy. You were under attack. And now, the battle has reached heaven's courtroom. The scroll has been opened. Your name was found wrapped in false contracts, spiritual agreements you never signed. But I, Michael, have been sent to burn every one of them. You see, this war wasn't fair. They knew what they were doing. They studied how to manipulate energy. They buried objects near your house, spoke curses into the wind, wore your name like a target. But heaven recorded every act, and I was watching. Even when you felt alone. Even when you cried and asked, God, why does it feel like something's working against me? It was. But now something is working for you. You may not see it yet, but even as you read this, angelic forces are moving through the rooms of your home. They are lifting what was placed on you. They are cutting what was tied around your name. They are revealing the ones who did it, not for vengeance, but for your victory. This war is not yours. It's mine. They have overstepped. And now heaven is not whispering. It is roaring. You are not defenseless. You are not helpless. You are not stuck. You were always protected. But now you are being avenged. That shadow you saw last night, that dream that left you shaking, that strange name that keeps showing up in conversations, emails, even memories, that's the sign. Heaven is removing the masks. You will soon overhear something. By accident, they'll say. A text will show up. Wrong number, they'll claim. But it won't be wrong. It will be divine evidence. Because the veil is tearing. Your enemies will be confused. They'll say, how did she survive this? They'll ask, why isn't he broken? And I will answer, because you touched a child of heaven, and I do not allow that without consequence. There are angels circling your house now. You don't see them, but your spirit feels them. That pressure on your chest, that sudden chill, that silence that falls when you walk into a room, that's the shift. Your deliverance isn't coming. It's happening. Right now, as you read, as you open your heart, as you stop doubting that this was all real. Yes, they used black magic, but heaven is using me, and I don't lose battles. Now pause, breathe. Let this truth enter your bones. You are being defended in ways you can't imagine, and soon, everything that was delayed will be released. Everything they tried to bury will rise, and the next time they try to speak your name in darkness, they'll feel my sword hovering above their tongue. You are not alone. You are not weak. You are chosen. The war is real, but so is your victory. Type 444 if you feel the angels near your door tonight. Archangel Michael says, they thought it would stay hidden. They believed that as long as they smiled in public, their secrets would stay in the shadows. They wore church clothes by day and called on darkness by night. They posted scriptures but whispered curses. They said, I love you with their mouth, while tying your name to knots made from envy. But now I speak. The witchcraft is being exposed. I have been silent long enough. I have watched their ceremonies. I have stood at the edge of their circles. I have seen their hands tremble as they called on forces they didn't fully understand. They didn't know who was watching. I was. They burned candles not for peace, but for sabotage. They called on ancestors not for healing, but for domination. They mixed your name with herbs, oils, fire, and fury, hoping to bend your will, confuse your mind, and control your life. But no spell escapes heaven's gaze. No curse can survive the fire of truth. And now, everything done in secret is coming to light. You've noticed it already. The one who used to be close is suddenly avoiding eye contact. The person who always knew too much suddenly can't speak around you. The shift in energy when they walk into the room, that's not paranoia. That's exposure. God is allowing your enemies to be undone by their own lies. Their tongue will slip. Their hands will drop something they tried to hide. A journal, a note, a whisper caught on a voicemail. You'll overhear what you weren't supposed to hear. You'll see something you weren't supposed to see. Don't ignore it, because it's the evidence your spirit has been waiting for. You asked heaven, was it them? Could it really be? And I say now, yes, it was. That person who gave you a gift that made your skin crawl. That individual who knew your fears better than they should have. The one who disappeared after a season of confusion in your life. They were not just drifting away. They were spiritually assigned to delay you. They wanted your light, but not to celebrate it. They wanted to drain it, to mimic it, to rob it. But light that is holy cannot be stolen. It can only be counterfeited, and their imitation is breaking. The false blessings they gave you, they're unraveling. The false peace they projected, it's cracking, because your discernment has been reactivated. You're not confused anymore. You're becoming clear. You're remembering who you are, and that alone terrifies them. Because once you know who you are, their power ends. They held something over you for years. Guilt, fear, manipulation, spiritual trickery. They made you believe it was your fault, that you were cursed, that you were the reason your own life fell apart. But child, it was never you. It was always them. And now I will show you the truth. In dreams, in conversations, in mistakes they will make. And when it happens, do not second-guess it. Do not explain it away. Do not shrink to protect their feelings. This is not about revenge. This is about recovery. You were robbed, spiritually assaulted, emotionally poisoned, and I am restoring every piece of you they tried to take. This is your hour of exposure. This is the moment where the masks fall and you see clearly. Some of you will feel sick when you find out who it was. Others will weep when you remember all the times you defended them. But I tell you, do not regret your love. Your heart was pure. Their intentions were not. But no more pretending. No more playing nice to keep the peace. No more denying what your spirit has known all along. This is where the cycle breaks. This is where the spell ends. This is where your life turns. And let me say this with power. If they try to touch you again in the spirit, if they even whisper your name with evil, they will answer to me. I am Archangel Michael. My sword is not for display. It is for war, and I stand between you and every unholy altar with your name on it. Now breathe. You're safe. But be alert. The exposure will not come with drama. It will come with precision. Pay attention to repetition. The number 222 will begin to appear. That's your sign that the veil is thinning. That truth is within reach. When you see it, say, Michael, reveal it now. And I will. The spell is broken. The liar is exposed. The battle is shifting. You're not cursed. You're called. Type 222 if you feel clarity is about to crash through your confusion. Archangel Michael says, "Now that the truth has been brought to the surface, let me tell you what heaven is doing behind the scenes. Because you're not fighting this alone. You never were. The moment they whispered your name into shadows, heaven wrote your name in light. The moment they conjured curses, God summoned angels, and I, Michael, was sent first, not to observe, not to delay, but to fight. Right now, even as you read this, divine intervention is unfolding around you, not in the way you expected, but in the way your soul prayed for when words failed you. Let me explain it plainly. What they spoke over you is being reversed. The confusion that clouded your mind, clarity is returning. The sickness that came out of nowhere, healing is beginning. The repeated cycles of loss, betrayal, and false starts, heaven is breaking them. But this is not loud work. This is sacred intervention. You may begin to feel pressure lift, slowly. The air in your home may shift. Suddenly, a peace you can't explain will fall like a blanket over your heart. That is not coincidence. That is my wings covering your space. Last night you may have felt something move near your bed. A breeze without a window. A flicker of light with no source. That was not fear. That was presence. We came gently. Because when heaven restores, it does not need theatrics. It brings truth and power in whispers. You've been feeling drained because demonic energy was being drained from your field. You've been waking up at 3:11 a.m. because that's the moment I arrive near your atmosphere. And I've come with assignments. I have walked the perimeter of your house. I have marked your name with divine oil in the spirit. I have declared, no more interference, no more delay. You didn't know why your stomach turned when you received that message last week. You didn't understand why your heart dropped when a certain name appeared on your screen. That was me pressing your discernment into action. I was shaking your soul awake. Because what they tried to cover in darkness, I am now lighting up with heavenly fire. Let me go deeper. There are objects, gifts, photos, small items. They used to anchor the curses. You may still have them. You may still wear them. You may even cherish them. But heaven is going to point to each one and say, this has to go. Don't argue. Don't delay. When the moment comes, act. It's not about superstition. It's about alignment. God wants nothing in your atmosphere tied to the rituals that were done against you. This is a spiritual cleanse. You will find feathers in unusual places. You will see the number 444 on receipts, clocks, license plates. That means the shield is up. The angelic force field has been activated. Say this when you see it. Heaven, keep building the wall. Because we are. We're building walls not made of brick, but of light. Not with nails, but with names. Your name is carved into this protection. Let me say something else that might bring peace to your soul. You didn't deserve what was done to you. You didn't invite this. You didn't attract it because of weakness. You were targeted because of your calling, because of your anointing, because even your potential threatened their comfort. But what they didn't understand is, when you target a child of God, you awaken the wrath of angels. So now I stand at your door, sword drawn, eyes blazing. I'm not asking demons to leave. I am removing them. I've already started. And if you're feeling lighter, safer, or clearer, Now you know why. Your sleep will shift. Your dreams will sharpen. Your inner compass will stop spinning and begin to point forward again. Because we've taken back what was stolen. And hear me, the curse has been reversed. Now comes the restoration. Things you thought were lost, returning. Opportunities that passed you, circling back. Love you thought you ruined, redeeming itself in divine timing. This is not by your effort. This is heaven's compensation. God pays back with interest. Now breathe, beloved. You're in the eye of the storm. But this time, it's not chaos. It's peace. Heaven's peace. Let it fill the cracks. Let it sit on your shoulders. Let it undo the tension in your chest. You're safe now, because I'm not leaving. Not until this assignment is finished. But you must stay alert. You must stay clean. And you must stay faithful. This battle is mine, but your agreement activates the victory. Type 444 if you feel the angelic protection in your home tonight. Archangel Michael says, "Now listen closely because this is where your role begins. Heaven has done its part. The spiritual battle rages and the angels are moving. But I need your permission, your authority, your voice. You have been given power, greater than you know, not just to survive, but to conquer, not just to pray, but to command. The black magic used against you only held power because you allowed it to. Not through weakness, no, but through unawareness. But now you know. Now you see. And with knowledge comes authority. I am not just your protector. I am your commander. And I give you this command right now. Rise up in your spirit. Declare your freedom. Speak boldly. Say this aloud wherever you are. In the name of the Most High God, I break every curse, every spell, every lie spoken over me. I revoke all agreements made without my consent. I declare that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I am covered by the blood of the Lamb and surrounded by heavenly hosts. I walk in victory and divine protection. By the authority given to me, I command all darkness to flee. Amen. Don't just say these words like a prayer. Speak them like a declaration, like a warrior speaking on the battlefield, because that's exactly what you are. Your faith is a sword. Your words are armor. Your heart is a shield. Do not be afraid to take back what was stolen. Do not be shy to claim the promises made to your ancestors and to you. Do not hesitate to stand firm. And I tell you something sacred. When you type 777 right now, you align your spirit with heaven's breakthrough. 777 is the number of divine completion, the sign that the chains are breaking and blessings are coming. Use it as your banner, your sign of victory. Feel the power in that simple action. Feel the angels drawing closer, your name rising in the courts of heaven. But there's more. You will begin to see signs, subtle but clear. A sudden wind that cools your face, a soft glow in a room that had been dark, a stranger's kind words that feel like a message, repeated numbers on clocks, license plates or receipts, 444, 111, 9999, each a heavenly signal that you are being guarded, restored, and prepared. When these signs come, do not dismiss them. They are the whispers of angels saying, "Keep walking. We are with you. Your authority also means saying no to the past, to the fear, to the lies that once held you captive. Say no to old habits that gave room for darkness. Say no to people who feed your doubt or manipulate your spirit. You are a child of light, born to walk boldly, born to break chains, born to shine. And tonight, I whisper this just for you. Even if your faith feels small, even if your spirit is tired, I see you. I stand with you. I fight for you. You don't have to do this alone anymore. When you step into your authority, you invite me and the heavenly armies to move more powerfully on your behalf. So rise up now. Claim your freedom. Speak your victory. The battle is fierce, but so is your destiny. Don't let another moment slip away in fear or doubt. This is your time. Type 777 now and declare your breakthrough. Know this. Heaven is with you. Michael is with you. Your future is breaking through the darkness. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward in power. The enemy tried to bury your light, but you were born to rise. Archangel Michael says, "You have heard the truth. You have seen the battlefield. But now, the most important part remains, your breakthrough. The enemy tried to bury your peace beneath spells and lies. They tried to silence your destiny with darkness. But heaven has risen. I have come to tell you, the chains are breaking. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your victory. The doors that were closed will open. The prayers that felt unanswered will be answered. The peace you thought lost will be restored. You were never forgotten. You were never forsaken. You are chosen. You are protected. You are powerful. Type 777 now to declare that breakthrough is yours. Stand firm in this promise. The light is coming. Your name is being lifted. Your healing is on the way. Remember this. They tried to stop you, but heaven will always finish what it started. Walk boldly, beloved. Your victory is already written in the stars.